horrifying.
I won't go into the rabbit story.
What?
I've told you the rabbit story.
Okay, no. What? Rabbit?
I told you the rabbit story.
Can you just remind me? Because I have ADHD and I don't remember.
All right, sometimes you get new clients where, maybe the property hadn't been mowed in 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You charge a little extra,
It's hard to get to things.
Yeah, it takes a little longer. But what I would always do, you got a property that's, unmaintained, you got to go out and walk the property very, very thoroughly just to protect your equipment.
Oh, okay.
You got a yard that's knee high. Mm-hmm. The grass, the weeds are knee high or shin high. Mm-hmm. You got to go out there and walk as much of the property as you can to make sure there's no utility lines sticking out, no gas meters, no huge holes, huge rocks, anything that you could run over that could mess up your blades or your mower. So you don't just go willy-nilly, just blindly mowing through an unkempt yard with foot-high weeds because you don't know what's underneath those weeds.
Yeah.
So I remember this was in Smyrna, Georgia, a little suburb of Atlanta, and this big old backyard hadn't been mowed probably in at least a year. It was about knee-high grass.
Oh, wow.
Big property, weeds everywhere, tall grass. I spent about 20 minutes out on foot just trying to walk the path, make sure every pass, every stripe, there's no obstacles. And I thought I did a pretty good job. So then I get on the mower, and I'm starting to mow this thing, and it's taking forever. It's a big job. I'm mowing and mowing and mowing. Occasionally hitting a little rock here and there.
Oh, yeah.
You hear the little grind.
Yeah. It's like vacuuming.
And then I ran over something that had some give to it.
What? Wait, give?
It wasn't a rock. It wasn't a metal pole. It just, it was something. And
oh, God.
just feels different where you're like, what was that?
Oh, no.
And
what was it?
Stop the mower.
Oh, no.
Get out, investigate what's going on. And there's just fur everywhere. A whole fucking family.
A whole family of what?
Bunnies. Little rabbits.
Oh. Are you Lenny of Mice and Men? What are you doing with the rabbits? Oh, my God. You're a bunny murderer. You're a murderer.
Manslaughter. Intent. You got to prove intent.
Oh, my God.
Ran over a whole fucking... it sucked.
My mouth is agape.
Just fucking...
So what'd you do?
Well, I got out and saw the fucking fur and the feet and the ears everywhere.
Oh,
and
no.
It really bummed me out.
Oh,
but then there was this one that survived. I'm assuming this one little bunny was outside my path.
Yeah, I guess. God.
The rest of his family was right in the middle of my path. And, what's funny about this? Well, not funny, but this was, okay.
Yeah,
I've buried this one deep down for years.
No.
This would have been 2009, and I remember this because the day before this happened, me and my long-term girlfriend broke up.
Oh,
I've talked about it. No, it's fine.
No, I'm not sorry because I gotcha. But
shout out to Lucy. She was a good gal.
Great name.
We were together for 9 years, but sometimes you grow apart and it doesn't work out. But the day before we had broken up, and we were gonna still live together for about a month or two till our lease was up. So that sucked too, by the way. 2 months living together with an ex.
Oh,
I think you did that, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did. It was awful. A lot of couch work.
So I think this was on a Wednesday. The day before was a Tuesday. Lucy and I break up, and this one's gonna take. This is it. This isn't. I think I talked about we broke up for 9 months in the middle a few years earlier, and then lived together still, and then got back together, and that sucked too. But anyway, this was the end. This is official. We're broken up. So that happened on Tuesday. The next day was a Wednesday. I went and mowed over a family full of bunnies.
Oh, God.
God. One survivor, one little baby. I don't know. It was a baby. It could fit in the palm of my hand.
Oh, my
And
God.
I don't know if it was already sick. It didn't look injured. You know, I checked it out. I didn't see any cuts. There was no blood, but it just looked sickly.
Like traumatized that
Yeah.
a lawnmower just ruined his family.
Probably. So I salvage this one little bunny, and I take him home. And the next day, I'm supposed to go to Asheville, North Carolina with the Beards of Comedy.
Okay.
And my old Beard brothers can validate this story. But so I take this bunny home, and I said, hey, Lucy, I know we're broken up, but tomorrow I go out of town for 5 or 6 days. I ran over this bunny's family.
Oh, God.
Can you maybe look out for this bunny while I'm gone? And when I get back, I'll figure out what to do with it. And she just said, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I was like,
Did she see the bunny?
Yeah, I brought the bunny home.
And
she was just like, yeah, I can't. She's like, I got stuff to do. I got to go to work all week. I don't know what to tell you. So like, all right, well, I'm going to take this bunny on the road with me.
oh, God.
So I get a little shoebox, poke some holes in it. I feed it some lettuce. I think I fed it. I got a little syringe. I bought like a little syringe to feed it milk.
Wow.
And so I take this bunny on the road with me. I go up to Asheville, North Carolina, and I think we're doing like a little 3-city run. I think we were doing like Asheville, Charlotte, Greenville, something like that. So I got this bunny. I'm driving up to North Carolina with the Beards of Comedy, and it became like our little mascot for the week.
Aww.
And I told the fellas what happened. Of course, they were horrified.
Yeah, it's the worst story ever.
And but this little bunny was just sick the whole time, and I was kind of like trying to really keep him going and try, keep this little bunny alive. And then at some point, it became kind of a metaphor for my relationship. And I thought, well, maybe even though we agreed that this is it, maybe there's still some hope. And same way with this bunny, I slaughtered his family.
Jesus.
And the bunny doesn't look good. But maybe this bunny will survive and pull through, and maybe that'll be an omen or a sign that maybe my relationship will survive and pull through. And for 2 or 3 days, this thing traveled around the Carolinas with us.
Aww.
And I was feeding him little shredded lettuce from Subway.
Aww.
We'd go to Subway, get a sandwich, and pull all the lettuce off, throw it in the little box. And he would nibble on it a little bit, and I'd give it some milk. And on day 4, we're at a buddy's. We couldn't even afford hotels back then. We were always crashing with other comics.
Oh, okay.
So 4 of us are crashing with this guy's
With
house,
the bunny.
With the bunny in Asheville, North Carolina. And just not doing good. And just right there on the back porch, holding it in my hands, I watched the bunny take its last breath. And it just died right in my hands.
Oh, God.
And I didn't bury it or anything. I was so distraught. I just threw it out in the woods, hoping that, this is morbid, but I was like, maybe this bunny can sustain another animal for a week or something,
Or a weird drifter.
Give back to the earth. And I just threw this dead bunny like a baseball into the wood line. And I told the guys, so I was like, yeah, I know we should probably, I was like, I don't know if we should bury it. It died in my hands. I got to be done with this thing. And I just tossed it. And the bunny died, and so did my relationship. So after I slaughtered its whole family. So there's the bunny story. Thanks for checking in, Devin. I do, in fact, have memorable stories from my lawn days.
Oh, no.
So there's the worst fucking story you've ever heard. But that was, it really...